we're back. It's Opposites React. I'm Ashley.
I'm Whitney.
And we are watching more Cold Chisel.
Woohoo!
All right. So we are watching, it's Khe Sanh? It's from Brett, so.
Yes, Brett on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Brett.
Thank
all
you.
you Aussies can thank Brett because he is just giving us all of the Cold Chisel.
The Cold Chisel super fan.
I'm loving it. This is another one from their reunion show in 2017. So I'm really excited because I think this is the same concert as the Bow River.
Maybe, I don't know.
I
don't know if it's the same concert or it's just another final concert.
Tour.
That's what he said.
But yes, he told us that the song is about a Vietnam vet who came back to Australia and he's just trying to reassimilate. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see the song. He said Jimmy Barnes is the lead on this one. So
yes.
I left my heart to the shepherd round Khe Sanh. And I sold myself with my cigarettes to the black market men. At the Vietnam cold turkey, from the ocean to the silver city.
It's not the same concert now.
Could understand. About the line that got next side there and train. I remember no V-Day hero way back in 1973. How we said in a Sandy Hall. I saw her over but I couldn't kiss. She was
1 second. So the captions are unavailable, but I want to pull up the lyrics.
That would be great.
Just so that
I really love Jimmy Barnes' voice. Just the way he pronounces words.
His intonation and his pronunciation is really cool.
I enjoy when he is leading.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We have the lyrics pulled up just so that we can see what he's saying.
I remember no V-Day hero way back in 1973. How we said in a Sandy Hall. I saw her over but I couldn't kiss. She was out and I was home to the lucky that. Come on! Not so many more from that time on. The laps are so empty until they found their shoulder one. And the legs are below. Their hands are so. And their hearts were here in bad suburban jeans.
Did you get that?
Yes!
Like their legs were often open, but their minds were always closed.
Yeah. They're like... That's crazy. Their hearts were held in fat suburban chains.
Oh, jeez. That's rough.
That's crazy.
That was such a good line. Mm-hmm. The grinding for speeding up, I just love that. I think that's such a great visual where it's like you need the thrill,
but then
you're also
numbness.
the numbingness, and then, like even just like going to a parking lot or a car park as they call it makes you jumpy and that's it's such a good
he's just
visual of like.
I mean, I will never have the.
I will never be able to.
I will never be able to empathize with anyone who has ever been in a combat scenario.
No, but I could sympathize.
Yeah, I can express sympathy for someone who has been in a situation like that and come home and basically go, what the hell?
Right? Like, I've got all these things to
what am I supposed to do now? Like,
right?
Oh, just go to the office? Like, do you have any idea what I was doing? Like, now I just need to go to the office and, like, clock in and clock out, like...
After you've been, like, constant threat.
Living under constant threat or doing things that are just insane. And then, now I'm just going to come home and just live a normal life and hook up with normal suburban women and, like, just exist in this normal grind. Like, and then, I've got this, I want to feel numb, but I also, nothing kills me, nothing thrills me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can't have empathy. I don't know what that's like, but I feel for them. That's terrible. Like, I can't imagine, like, going from one extreme just back to this mundane existence.
Mm-hmm.
Before you get into it, gets to the last verse-ish, during that harmonica break and the guitar solo, I love how it was like perfectly balanced. You could hear every instrument, which again with every Cold Chisel or
their live performances are mixed so well.
Yes, I mean, even with the other Jimmy Barnes video we did, it's just they do such a good job mixing the instruments
and highlighting every performer.
Yeah, we're like nothing's hidden. Oh, I loved it, especially in that where there were no vocals and you could just sit and appreciate all of it coming together. Oh, I just loved it.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that.
You know, songs like that song is so catchy and so boppy, and it hides the fact that it is effing depressing.
Well, it's about a very serious subject.
Well, it's just a depressing subject. I mean, the man is running from his feelings. He is running all over the world, hiding or not wanting to confront, like, basically being traumatized.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just, like, that's one of those songs that is like, oh, there is just this boppy, poppy rock and roll song happening that is basically masking this really depressing subject. And like listening to it, I was like almost getting choked up because it's like, oh my gosh, he is just sitting here talking about the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. I want to go to Hong Kong to hook up with a Chinese girl. It's great. You know what I mean? Ooh, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. Where can I go? Where can I go? You know what I mean? Like, I want to run around the world. Like, and it's just like, because he does not want to sit still. I can't sit still. I can't sit still. I can't sit still. And it's just like, it's so sad. And it's like, and you think about like these men, you know, like they would never talk about it.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing is it's like, it's so sad to think about like all of these men who are just like suffering in silence, who just, you know, would just be on the run or just like, there's just countless men out there who just experienced this. And
I think I am grateful and glad that, you know, mental health has come and the stigma or the idea of going and seeking assistance
trying to figure it out.
Talk about your feelings is not taboo anymore or something to be ashamed of, which I'm very grateful for, that it's come such a long way from
what, like, and you know, even as kind of close as the 70s, because that was the last time, like the Vietnam War and the Korean War, you know what I mean? Like those are kind of the most, I mean, we still have like the, you know, Iraq and Afghanistan. Those are like the more recent wars, but guys who have come home from that, like it's okay for them to go seek help now. Versus
I'm sure it's still incredibly difficult,
but it's not, they're encouraged versus these guys. It was basically suck it up, go to work,
right? From our perception, it seems more encouraged.
It's still probably really hard for them,
but so the songwriter's Don Walker, and I wonder if I wonder
if Jimmy Barnes had anything to do with writing, like, because there's a songwriter, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's probably a bunch of people who wrote songs. So is Don Walker the lyricist for this song? It's interesting. I'm interested to find out who wrote the lyrics on the song. But anyway, yes, it's incredibly moving, and it's always interesting in songs like that where it's a boppy song hiding.
But you know what? I actually love those songs. Same with the Papa Roach song.
Yeah. Or like Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People, where it's like,
because it's taking something that almost needs to be talked about, or in a therapeutic way, maybe like I'm writing this to just help myself, but something that it would be beneficial to get it out there, and they're doing it in a more consumable way.
Yeah.
And so hopefully the people that really need to hear it and resonate with it gets to.
Yeah. Versus people probably wouldn't seek out a dirge.
Yes.
Let me wallow.
Where that might get your feelings up, like get the lyrics and the feeling about the lyrics across more, but it might not be sought out that way. And so actually I love it when those things are done in this manner, because I feel like it just...
Yeah, I'm not saying that I don't love it.
I know, I know that, but I think it's just, it makes it, again, there's benefits to easily consumable.
Yes.
So, anyways, I loved it.
That was a sleeper cell.
It was. Yeah, it creeped up on us. We were not expecting.
I was not ready for heavy subject matter at 8:55 in the morning.
Right? But again, the band, I mean, the musicality was awesome. Incredible.
You can't go wrong with Cold Chisel. You just can't.
Definitely. All right, like and subscribe.
Bye.